Hello! And this, you just saw an entire first slate of exciting games. Wow, that was quite a busy first day of March Madness in my Legacy mode. Now, let's take a look at the brackets. Bad quality. Sorry about that. Maryland against Indiana, Texas Stony Brook. Here's how things played out. Indiana won a dogfight against Maryland, but in the very first game of the day, we saw an upset. Stony Brook took down Texas, and a thrilling game setting up this weird Indiana-Stony Brook matchup. And I can hear ambulances. But this is going to be an interesting Indiana-Stony Brook game. I think I have to... Who do you think has the edge? I think it's going to be I think I have to keep riding the Cinderella for Stony Brook. But do you think Indiana has a chance? That's ambulances. My neighborhood is quite crazy. Next we got, over here, we got Pitt, Severn, Seton Hall, Bakersfield. And then, well, Bakersfield beat Seton Hall in a game that I love seeing that game. And Pitt dominated Southern expected. So we got Pitt, Bakersfield round 2. I have to give the edge to Pittsburgh. That's just my guess. I mean, as good as Bakersfield is, 29-3, they've had a fantastic season to get to this point. I just think Pittsburgh's going to be way too much. They're too much of an ACC powerhouse. I think they get to the Sweet 16. Now, here's when things get a little weird. You got San Jose State, who upset UConn in one of the final games that you saw as of recently. Now, Old Dominion upset Ohio State. That was the most exciting, thrilling, down-to-the-wire finish I've seen in this tournament so far. That was amazing. I loved that game. Old Dominion, I think they keep riding that. I think they'll beat San Jose State. Down here, Wisconsin beat Stanford in a Rose Bowl-like game. Coppin State upset the USC Trojans. And that was a game that I'm stunned USC blew. And then now we got Wisconsin and Coppin State. Wisconsin's on the bubble. I'm going to give them the edge over Coppin State. Nebraska dominated Iowa, and Cal was lucky to get out of Akron alive. So now we got California against Nebraska. Cal has 30 wins. I have to give, as vulnerable as they were, I think they'll be fine against Nebraska. I think Cal punches their ticket to the Sweet 16. Then over to the final region. The final matchup determined was Texas A&M against Boston College. And I think this is a coin flip, but I have to give Boston College the edge because I don't think Texas A&M has enough experience. This is going to be a low-scoring game, more of a defensive struggle. VMI and Green Bay. Who? Exactly. You probably don't know who they are, but now you should. One of them's going to the Sweet 16. VMI beat Alabama. Green Bay knocked out UNLV. Those were the two teams in the national title game in my last year of the Legacy. So, that's saying something. These teams are really good. I give VMI because they just score a bit more than Green Bay does, but either result, I don't know. Then you got Virginia Tech against Davidson lastly. Virginia Tech has a guy named Davidson, and guess who's he going up against? Davidson. Oh, the irony. Oh. I have to give the edge to Virginia Tech. Just because I think they're a better overall team and they're number 1 in the RPI. Now, let's take a look at the matchups that haven't happened yet. Let's go up to the top of the East. Memphis against the Citadel. Obviously, the Memphis is going to win this game. Washington, Louisiana Lafayette. I have to give Louisiana Lafayette the edge, a bit of an upset. I just feel like this team really, really matches up with a Washington team that's very underachieving in the tournament in the past. Florida against St. Joe's. St. Joe's is good, but I have to give the edge to Florida. Barely, because they do have a lot of experience, and St. Joe's just doesn't. UMass against UC Irvine. UMass, they don't have a lot of experience, but they did win the A10 tournament. UC Irvine hasn't gotten past the first round, and I don't see it happening. I give the edge to Massachusetts. the A10 champs, they're too hot. Duke and Auburn. Duke has disappointed me this year. I expected a lot more out of this team. They've made last year Elite 8, and the year before they won the entire thing. I'm very disappointed in this Duke team. That being said, I do see them beating Auburn because I just think that they got the best first round matchup they could ask for. Auburn, just they don't impress me. And then they have been very mediocre all year. They've had some ugly performances. I have to give the edge to Duke. Vanderbilt and Mercer, I'm going to have Vanderbilt winning this game. Although Mercer could pull out a Duke, I don't see it happening. Vanderbilt wins. Notre Dame against first time in the dance Longwood, obviously Notre Dame, though Longwood does have a bright future. Georgetown, Oklahoma, a very good game, but I have to give the edge to Oklahoma. They have the experience, they've won a title, and they're playing Georgetown. Always remember that. They're playing Georgetown. I can't trust Georgetown at all. Oklahoma is my pick. NC State, Idaho. Obviously, NC State's going to win this game over Idaho. 8-9, Iowa State, Oregon. Again, I think I said this one was a coin flip. I think I went with Oregon, but I don't know. This is a coin flip. Go with your gut here. Michigan, Gonzaga. I believe I went with Gonzaga as the upset pick. I'm going to stick with Gonzaga because of the experience, although that record, Michigan can very well win this game. I have Northwestern over Portland, not Poland. The Poland Pilots. Northwestern. Marquette as a dark horse, even though I don't have them beating South Florida. If they do, they're a dark horse. I have them over Miami, a team that's lucky to be in at all. And then I have South Florida. They won the Conference USA tournament. They're hot. I have them beating Holy Cross. Then the final two games, I have Air Force, the surprise 1 seed, beating Tennessee Tech, obviously. And then the final one, Arizona State, Baylor. I give Baylor the edge because Arizona State, again, like Washington, underachieves in the tournament, cannot seem to get by the first round. So that was all. That was the recap and the preview for tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and I'll bring you more tournament games tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you tomorrow for more exciting NCAA tournament coverage on this channel.